Hello, Sneak Chiefy here again with you for Game 3 of the finals matchup in the Feudal Cup between BlankSpot and StratRebel. So, Game 1 was on Scandinavia, went to BlankSpot. Very close game. Game 2 was map choice by StratRebel. He picked Four Lakes and had a really good Italian strategy and took the victory in Game 2. So we're tied 1-1 in the Feudal Cup final round, our winner tournament. And now, obviously, on to Game 3. Looks like it's Arabia. It's the map choice. This will be BlankSpot's choice of map, having lost the last game. And he's gone with Bulgarians, which, if I recall correctly, might have been BlankSpot. But no, it was a different, I think it was the Castle Cup. The Bulgarians on Arabia had some really great Kripos dropping that went on. And then Lithuanians, interesting. So we got a cavalry matchup going on here. Lithuanians obviously will be looking to do some relic gathering. That's 7 on cows. I'm not sure if that's on purpose or not. A bit different from the typical 6 that you see in most build orders these days. Looking at map generation, I see, very protected main gold in the back. Some good copse of trees, though the stone is rather exposed on either side. This is, for BlankSpot here in red, this is a pretty good map. I'd be happy with this map generation myself. On the other side, plenty of gold options. This is fairly well protected because you could wall here and wall there. Certainly not what you'd consider forward gold, but the main stone pile is pretty exposed. There's also some options in the back, but both players, yeah, he's got a nice little corner spot, the Lithuanians. Though this is a lot of space here to wall off, so we'll see what they do. I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up until we get to the action. Art of Winter is a division tournament, a 1v1 tournament, obviously, that we've been holding throughout the month of December and a little bit into January. We had to split into 2 divisions based on skill. The Feudal Cup is what you call the lower division, the lower group of players, and then the Castle Cup is the more experienced group of players. And that's interesting. Probably they'll expand later, I'm sure. The winner of the Castle Cup was Plus Nomad. Second place went to Monty, Mr. Monty, and it was a pretty interesting set of matches between those two. Both players played great, moved through the group stage to earn their spot in the finals. Oh, look at that! Oh no! Look at the sheep. BlankSpot's probably wondering, where the hell are my sheep? Oh, that's too bad. Such is life. This guy's going crazy on the gold over there. This happened to him last time. It took him a while to find his last pair of sheep. It can throw you off, man. I mean, every little bit of food helps in these build orders. Practice to perfection. StratRebel doing a good job with his walls, using houses to do... I mean, you gotta build your houses. Might as well put them to use, right? You see BlankSpot doing the same over here with his houses, building from the walls from the back forward, for the most part. Oh, they got some advanced villagers getting scouted out. Oh, the Drush coming in. Look at that. Oh, did he get through just barely? I'm sensing a tower drop. He's got the stone for it. I didn't even notice that he was mining stone. Look at this timing. As soon as he gets to Feudal Age. Boom, tower. Although, I think this only takes out food. It will also take out some walls. But great timing. I mean, you can tell he's done this before. Man-at-Arms came in just at the right time. Snow Man-at-Arms. Just as Feudal Age is hit. Tower is down instantly. Gate's already about half. Although he could have just walked right around. StratRebel goes for the house block. Traditional defense is your own counter watchtower, which he has done. The hope is that the enemy has not been mining stone, which he hasn't been, and so won't be able to afford as many towers as you can. And it certainly puts things back. Oh, but this is within range of the TC. You'll lose all your military this way. Yeah, he's going to lose all his men-at-arms, which is devastating, because men-at-arms are meant to protect your villagers from the enemy's villagers. Got a villager fight going down. Blue has more villagers at his disposal, so this is another traditional defense against a tower rush, is just to thrust your villagers at the enemy, and it's worked. It's pushed him away. It's unfortunate because you couldn't do that when there was a scout and snowman-at-arms running around. But because the military was within sight of the TC... Oh, did he delete a villager just there? That sucks. So, failed tower rush. BlankSpot has won many games this tournament through tower rushes. One against me even. But StratRebel has effectively stalled this one completely. The tower still exists, of course. But still, very interesting back and forth. StratRebel, for the most part, is walled off. BlankSpot, like I said, very aggressive with his walls. These could be easily broken through because there's no villager anywhere near it. Did he still not see the... And he still hasn't seen the shear. That's so funny. Not completely walled off, but basically walled off. And again, very aggressive with it. I mean, it's almost a quarter of the map. They just take it for himself here. Here come the scouts. Responding quickly is StratRebel. This is good. BlankSpot's not done though. He's going all in with this tower strat. Oh no! So close. Oh man. I mean, if you're StratRebel, you know for a fact that your enemy is investing a lot in these resources. It's delaying his castle time greatly. He's sending the scouts to go attack this tower, which is the right move. Get underneath the line of fire. Just take it down. BlankSpot responding with Spearman, which is a good move. Prompt the scouts to fight, if not kill them outright. So, a lesser player would give up on his tower rush after losing 3 of his 4 advanced villagers. BlankSpot doubles down, sends in some reinforcements to keep the scouts at bay, and builds another tower cutting off one of the wood lines, though there are other wood lines available. StratRebel has taken a massive lead because it is quite an investment. A tower rush. Let's take a look at the vill counts here. It's about even. BlankSpot does have the advantage. KD's about even as well. StratRebel does have more idle time. And again, this tower just sits there. It's got to take out this resource. Another tower over here, perhaps. Takes out the stone. And I did call this out earlier that the stone was a bit exposed. So he'll repair this tower. He still has plenty of stone. So once he gets to castle, I'd expect BlankSpot to start dropping Kripos instead of towers. And those can be really nasty. But StratRebel's responded pretty well. I mean, like, he didn't take too many hits. In fact, he probably killed more vills of BlankSpot's than lost his own. He did get knocked off some berry bushes and some wood, and that's about it. This is a bit concerning, this gap here, but I don't think he's spotted that yet. BlankSpot hasn't scouted that out yet. And I liked how he immediately built some scouts, and he's sending them out and around, make sure that he doesn't lose his other wood line. And it looks like BlankSpot is deciding to call it a day. So, at least for now. Oh, StratRebel found the sheep. He's choosing to leave him there. Such a funny dynamic. But yeah, you look at StratRebel has got only 85 stone. He has started mining it, obviously he's going to need it. He's also moved his secondary farms elsewhere, which is easily done, plenty of room to expand and grow. I'm taking bets on how long you think those sheep will last, just sitting there in this dark spot of the map. And now, players are sitting back. StratRebel is the first to Castle Age. It's not too surprising because of the resources investment that it takes. It's not just the building of the buildings and the attention from the player, but sending 4 villas across the map, that's a lot of idle time essentially. Using villagers as aggression means that they're not collecting resources for you. Resources that you need to get up to Castle Age. Though he has clicked up, so he's not far behind, maybe 30 seconds to a minute behind in the Castle Age. And we see Bit Axe finally coming through for BlankSpot. He's got Bloodlines for StratRebel. Luckily he did have some villagers out building an advanced stable so he can respond in time. With a stone wall. Just barely. That's lucky for him, because if these villagers weren't right here, they would have broke through. Absolutely would have broke through. But they'll just move on. Move on, find a different palisade. Plenty of exposed palisades to find here, so. Good play from both players. I'd watch out for the silver chops though. We'll see this might come into play. Again, this gap is still very big. Exists. StratRebel will once again be the first up to Castle Age. And it helped him last time. He was able to get a forward TC and crossbowman up in BlankSpot's face. BlankSpot sending more. This will be a Krepos, I'd imagine, with 5 vills. These scouts are causing havoc. They might go light cavalry. No, he's just making. StratRebel's just queuing up his knights, Lithuanian knights. Luckily, he does have some vills within range. So these were ambitious walls, but not undefendable. And rather than repair the palisade, he just builds up behind it with stone wall, which is the right move. So good job from BlankSpot there. I do like how he's continuing. StratRebel continues to pester things with his scouts. Krepos would go right here perhaps. Yep. And the Krepos drops begin. Oh, but look, that overchop ended up serving in his favor. Can he quick wall this in time? He'll need to act quick. Oh, he cannot. Oh no. Another failed experiment here. And the scouts come back. Oh, it's a massacre. StratRebel. Hi. I mean, if you're StratRebel, you kind of expect the Krepos drop at that point, having seen the towers before. And it's a shame if these spearmen had popped out and come supported, maybe it would have been a different story. Probably not, though. It's 3 knights, 4 scouts. Oh, brutal. And the score lead for StratRebel arose. It's so funny that overchop did come into play. That actually ended up being a good thing for him. He was able to respond to that in time and make it a doubt Krepos. Though I don't think he lost. Yeah, he didn't lose the resources for it. I think he deleted it. But now, how do you respond? StratRebel, you know that you got your opponent on the back foot. He's going to decide to clean up the towers at home first, which is probably a good idea. Take care of business at home first. And I like this tower though, I really do. So close to the wood line, it restricts the number of enemy units that can attack it. It's a shame there's not another house here or something to stop units from getting underneath the line of fire. He's just doubling down. He's researched into pikemen, which is the right move, but you gotta get a mass of them to actually be effective against this many cavalry. And these villagers will be doing something. Yeah, another Krepos on the other side. So sneaking in through this side. Meanwhile, the military moving up and around. They probably will break through. If they were to attack over here first, I bet they would break through. Looks like they'll attack here. Which, if BlankSpot continues... Oh, he's not going to get to this in time. This could be disastrous. StratRebel's in. 2, 3 bills down. Maybe 4. 4 bills down. Kripos will go up, but it doesn't take anything that's not already taken. So he could have even been more aggressive and gone here, but he doesn't know what's what. He hasn't scouted it out yet, so you can't blame him for that. 4 bills and counting. 5, 6. Getting plenty of value from this rush, this raid. I don't know, BlankSpot might call it here. Depends on how he feels about this Conics coming out, which is what you want to do once you drop the Kripos. Pikemen doing what they can. There's just too many knights, and they're fully decked out, +2/+2 armor and attack. So the Lithuanians, I don't even know. I don't think he's got any relics yet even. That's just blacksmith. Yeah, straight up castle coming in from BlankSpot, knowing that all the military is elsewhere. Second TC, that's a good TC placement. I like that. Protects the flank and the rest of your wood line. These guys will just keep causing a havoc though. I think those sheep have finally been found. Oh, BlankSpot Bulgaria's got some knights out to defend, which is good. Oh, is that a hole? Did that exist the whole time? Wow. Well, a good raid from StratRebel. Certainly took a lot out. Villager difference is almost half. It's huge villager difference. Stalled villagers too. Hurt resources. But he does have to deal with a Kripos and a castle in his face. I don't think he sees these either. No, he sees the Kripos obviously. He doesn't see this bad boy. That would be a shocker. Still like, yep, there it is. I still like StratRebel's position here though. Armies traded here, but he's just got a better balanced eco. Obviously more villagers behind it. Despite having towers and Kripos and castles, all sorts of stone structures in his face. These haven't taken out too much. I mean, it's stopped the relic from getting hit, which is good, and a couple of golds, and a wood line. But you'd like to see another Kripos, yep. That's the problem, like, while this one isn't necessarily taking anything out, it just sets the stage for the next one, which sets the stage for the next one, and then eventually you're surrounded by Kripos. No castle yet in response, though he has the stone for it. You might want to just put, this should be a castle instead of a town center. Put your own castle right here just to stop the advance. And these Conics are gonna do work. Those are nasty units. The other thing the Lithuanian player can do is start going for relics, just to get that one up. Because they're basically, Conics are basically heavier knights, though these knights are more upgraded. That's about to change. Oh, that's good, he's gotten the vills. So that Kripos, oh, there's a doubt Kripos, so close. So it was well worth the charge in there with those knights. BlankSpot will need to come back with villagers to finish that Kripos, and just in time too. It's a bit of a chess match here. The score lead continues to grow in StratRebel's favor, though it could swing back at any time. Here we see the evolution of the Conic. Never quite killed the Conic, just moves on to his secondary form. And now StratRebel is the one becoming the victim of a cavalry raid. I like how he's mixed in knights amongst the Kripos. And battering ram is the right call. He's also sending his own villagers forward, probably for another town center. Meanwhile, BlankSpot doubling down on the advantage he has. He's going to look to keep dropping Kripos so that he can keep building Conics. this attention at StratRebel's base means that BlankSpot can focus on his eco and grow back. And the villager difference has shrunk. It's 38 to 43 now. Though it's 3 TCs, soon to be 4 TCs against 2. Great fights going back and forth here. And I still think it's Konic's advantage because it's just knights that StratRebel's building. If there was some pikemen in the mix, it could be a different story. And yeah, so he's building a barracks to start doing pikemen. So the simple fact that defender's advantage is definitely coming into play here. Siege Workshop's the right call. You want to get some, mix some siege in there. And this forward TC is great. It's right, taking other gold. Did lose out on this gold pile. He still has plenty at home. So he's decided to just take the secondary gold pile in front of BlankSpot space. That Krepos is up. Siege Workshop is up. Starts to see some battering rams. Hopefully more Conics. Villager difference still in StratRebel's favor, but not by much. It's definitely another back and forth game. Ooh, Mega Nail, not a Siege Workshop. This is good too. I like the town center under the watchful eye of the castles and Krepos. You can start building your own, obviously taking gold, but start replenishing villagers if you lose them. I'd be surprised if this goes to Imperial Age though. Kudos to BlankSpot for doubling down on his strategy. He didn't diverge from it. That's why he picked Bulgarians, I'd imagine, is to use Krepos movement. He did take a hit back home with that initial raid from StratRebel, but didn't let it deter him. He just kept up with the aggression and it's going to pay off. This Mangona will probably get lost though, moving so far from protection. We'll see. It's just one of 4 TCs that'll go down. It's going to be 5 TCs. StratRebel doing a great job using the map to his advantage. Why not? There's plenty of open space. You lose a TC at home, go build a TC elsewhere. No castle yet though. He's using that stone he's mining for more TCs. At least for the time being. Yeah, this Mangonel's going down. Good job from StratRebel noticing that. You will lose the TC. That's one less siege to worry about. Just moving right along, attacking where you can. Though this is under fire. Yeah, looking a little scary for StratRebel now. I know I said I liked his position at one point, but these Conics did get their upgrade. They are much stronger than the Knights. And this will be another Krepos probably right here, if I were to guess. I'm gonna mark it, see how close I am to getting it right. Oh, very close. Not quite. That's a lot of Knights though. Another town center going up. Still no monastery though. Mangonel down. Another one is taking its place. A lot of Knights. I'm sensing a little desperation from StratRebel at this point. So he is doing the right thing by just expanding elsewhere. Keep that Vil production going. He did lose this fight out. Conics, yeah, as it stands, the Conics are a better unit than the Knights. Such a strong... I mean, they have 2 more attack than the Knights, but they have 1 less pierce armor. And the fact that they become infantry after losing the cavalry unit, you know, it just means they get up and keep fighting. They get 2 for 1, but they are weak to arrows. And obviously the dismounted Conic has got much less armor than the mounted. Fighting under the TC was a bad decision in this case. Could have been a little bit more patient there. StratRebel still has the village lead, thanks to all those extra TCs he's been building. Good snipe on that Mangonel from StratRebel. We'll lose these knights though. Slowly but surely. Soon he'll lose his production buildings. These are the only stables on the map. So he'll need to build some more stables over this way. He's done a good job keeping his eco going. Lots of food. Not enough gold though, can't click up. And there's the first castle. Trying to stop the advance. Trying to keep what gold pile he can. Fighting under the TC again though, it's gonna be in StratRebel's favor. That was a good fight for StratRebel. We'll get this castle up, and that'll stop any progression, at least until the Imperial Age. As a market, he'll probably balance his economy by selling some food or wood. Click up to him. So both players bending but not breaking. Lightus might be an interesting choice here. Yep, there's the monastery, good. Lightus might be an interesting choice here for StratRebel because they generate gold upon successful attacks. So, I mean, they're the unit that keeps on giving, right? And this monastery will get at least one relic, though he has lost access to this one already. He could get these others. It's just quite a long journey from the monk. And just 2 TCs. Well, I guess 3. 3 TCs from the Bulgarians. Could send a Vil to repair this. And you wouldn't want your Mangonel to be the one doing the scouting. Sure, they have good line of sight, but get sniped real easy. So these knights will get a little bit of the beef, which is good. Finally, some pikemen in the mix, which is important to take out those conics real quick. Okay, so BlankSpot has seen the advanced TCs and realizing maybe his opponent is not so hurt. He still has, StratRebel still has the lead, if that's not an indication. StratRebel's done a great job. Okay, archery range is good. See, this is good. I was gonna say crossbowmen could be the game changer here, because the Bulgarians, they just have one less pierce armor, and then those dismounted conics will just go down real fast to the arrows. He might have seen these and decided to go, well, he's probably doing knights over here because he doesn't have any crepos. Building what he can. And we did, while all this was going on, I'm sure that that market was used to buy his way up to Imp, and this could be the game changer. If these get to Paladins, the conics are not so scary anymore. Mangonel going for the gold. This is good though if he cuts off his main gold pile. It's gonna be hard to build trebs. Another Krepos right here, for example, would solidify control of that gold. Ooh. We'll get that Mangonel though. Good job, Bills. Sacrifice. Cannot win a war without sacrifice. Oh, another back and forth game though. No doubt, no doubt. So what do we see next? Does he tech into, he's building trebs. Imp has been clicked in response. I mean, this is the time now. He's building trebs out of this. It's the only castle he's got, so of course it's squared. So you'd imagine he'd go to try to take out these buildings here with those trebuchets. It's tough though because I mean, do you build a forward castle and just keep pushing? Because so far all the fight has been in StratRebel's base to the benefit of BlankSpot. So you want to take the fight to the enemy, but at the same time you want to clear your base because of all the stone and gold that you have. It's a bit of a pride thing too, I think. It's just like, get these creposts out of my house. I love how he's expanded though. So he might start raiding with these crossbowmen while taking out the enemy buildings at home. Yeah, these pikemen are just going to do work. Creposts are a bit soft. They're dangerous in Castle Age, but they're not such a threat in Imperial Age. And BlankSpot will lose all of his army in this attempt. He did get one of the traps. And he is raiding on this side, which is good. You like to see this attack from both sides. He's about to hit him. Two-handed swordsman instantly given. There aren't many of those on the field, but there are a few. Bulgarians get the free upgrade, which is huge. Seeing more of them come out now. Which is the right response when you see so many pikes, though these crossbows will come in handy against those two-handed swordsmen for sure. I wonder when Cavalier will be clicked up by StratRebel. Still anyone's game though. Anyone's game. Good army composition. Pikemen and crossbowmen. I know they're only Castle Age units, but these two-handed swordsmen are soft. And obviously costly. Yeah, it's just getting picked apart. That's only 8 crossbowmen, but it's just getting picked apart. Another Treb's coming out on BlankSpot's side, which is the right call. Kind of a Treb war going down. It looks like this raid was cleaned up. It did do a lot of work though. It took out one of these. Oh, there's Cavalier, which is good. Those Cavalier are very strong at this point. Could be stronger though. There's still relics to be had. Look at this guy go. So we got some light cav in the mix, just as a meat shield, I imagine. So if you're BlankSpot, he's worried about home, he's worried about up front. Monitoring 2 places at once is always tough. Light cav just going in to raid these traps, so they will get it, possibly. They are in range of both. Get one. Good raid, good raid. I think this castle will go down. You could start repairing it though. The longer it stays up, the better, because it is the only way you can build trebs at this point. If you're BlankSpot. Trebs are needed to fight trebs. Those crossbowmen are just going to keep taking your infantry out. StratRebel is broken in with... Okay, this might be the game here. This might be GG called. We'll see. He did survive 1 raid, and it's not that many. But it's just distracting, you know, you put attention in one place and then that's when the enemy pushes the other. He's repairing the castle, but it'll go down anyway, like Cat moving in to raid. Great play from both players. The GG has been called. BlankSpot resigns. StratRebel takes game 3. It's 2-1 in StratRebel's favor. It's been back and forth tournament. Game 1 went to BlankSpot, or StratRebel. Game 2 went to BlankSpot. And game 3 now goes to StratRebel. So the next choice of map will be BlankSpot's. Wow, very close game. Great job from StratRebel from losing 2 of his home TCs, but building 1, 2, 3, 4 of his own elsewhere. Same thing from BlankSpot. He got denied on his tower drop. Didn't let him stop him. He got denied in his first Kripos. Just moved 1 surviving villager over here to build another Kripos, and then used that as a foothold to get in, and ended up taking 1.5 of the secondary gold resources from StratRebel. But yeah, just amazing play on both ends. I think the army composition and the crossbowmen made a huge difference in this side here, taking out those infantry units. Very interesting. Okay, Stinky Chief is signing off. Thanks for watching Game 3. I'll see you in Game 4. This is a Game 4 will be a decider because it's the best first to 3 wins matchup, and StratRebel has 2 games to 1, so it could be over in Game 4. Let's see.